Hey, welcome back to the Passive Buddies podcast. And today's episode is more passive income, more projects. And I am literally going to sit here and be a viewer like yourselves, guys, because today is all about NFT projects. I'm super excited about this one because Brandon is literally just going to flex his muscles, show how clever he is when it comes to NFTs. And you guys are going to be so excited by the end of this episode that you will be investing in some NFT projects.
Oh no! Don't don't invest in anything that I say. This is not financial advice. You guys do your own research. This is projects that I'm into myself, and that I will tell you what I'm doing with it. So at the moment, I have 4 projects that I'm into. Actually, I'm in 3, and I will tell you all about those. So number 1 is Axie Infinity. And number 2 is Axie Infinity also. But number 1, Axie Infinity, it's a play-to-earn game. And a lot of these are play-to-earn games because with play-to-earn, you get more crypto for playing the game. And so essentially what we're doing is we're taking our NFTs, we're letting other players play them. And when they earn rewards within the game, then we actually split those rewards 50-50. And so I can take say for instance, Axie Infinity, they earn SLP, and we can take that SLP crypto and turn it into, say, Ethereum or BNB token, Bitcoin if we want. So it just really depends on which route we want to go. And it's essentially like Pokemon in a sense, and the players are battling against each other, and whoever wins earns some crypto. And so last year, when at the peak of the season, we were making like $250,000 from this game. It was pretty insane. And then it all came crumbling down because more people got into it. It's actually doing much better in the last, I want to say, month, because the whole market is going up. But the second portion of that is Axie Infinity Land.
Stop.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously I'm not involved in any of these, so it's question time. Hey, how much roughly does it take to get started with Axie Infinity?
Actually, it's not that much right now. I think each Axie is about $8, $9, $10. The better Axies are probably like in the $30 to $100 range, and you need 3 of them to play. And then they actually came out with runes and charms, and those runes and charms can be kind of built within the game, but require SLP to kind of craft. And so there is a feedback loop now, which should increase the value of SLP. But I would say to get started, you probably need $50 or $60.
Wow. Okay, well, that's massively changed, hasn't it?
Yeah,
from last year. So you're looking at about $50, $60 if you want a good Axie team. You're looking at $90 to $150 to start.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's your rough, say, one-man team playing? What would your rough return be?
Oh man, I have no idea because I haven't been watching it at all. I would say it's usually around 100 days. And the price of SLP has gone up, and the price of Axies have gone up slightly. So I would say count on 100 days is typically a good guesstimation of what you're looking at.
Okay, cool. Right. Perfect. No worries. Axie Land.
Yeah, Axie Land. So with Axie Land, we bought a piece of land at it's an NFT within the game. It's where the Axies NFTs can kind of build out their base, can collect resources. So it turns more into an RPG type of element to it. And so by staking my land, I actually get $4 or $5 a day. I think it might be up a little bit more than that. And then I just roll that into another staking pool. And then essentially I'm getting, I don't know, like maybe $200 a month from it. So not a whole lot, but literally I don't have to really do anything. It keeps accumulating every single day. And then I claim that, or I claim that and stake it into another pool. And so that's really kind of passive because I really don't have to do anything with it. I don't have to play the game. I don't have to find other players to play the game. I literally just have to keep a NFT in a staking contract.
Okay, cool. So Axiland is like buying, I'm assuming, like a version of land,
Yep.
and then staking that land and then making a return on that land.
Yeah, so it's kind of like taking your paycheck and putting it into your savings account and earning a yield off of that. And so that's kind of what the Axiland is doing.
Okay, and how much would it be to get started on Axiland? And do you need your Axies to get Axiland?
No, you don't need any Axies. You just need Axie land. I think it was very well to get started. I don't know what the cheapest one is, but the one I spent was about 32, maybe 3,600. So I think it came out to a year and a half to make 100% profit on that. Unless the market goes up quicker, then it should probably be a lot less than that, probably like 5 or 6 months.
Okay, so you spend about 3,600, so $3,600. You're getting about $200 back a month. Yeah.
Currently, yeah. I mean,
and that's based on the price of the land, isn't it? So the 3,600, like, so say you invested in something cheaper, you wouldn't get $200 back, would you? You get something less back.
Say that question again.
So if you say I don't know how much land is, like say you invested $500 in land, right, and staked that land, you wouldn't get $200 back, would you? You'd get something a lot less, yeah?
Right, like 4 or 5 times less.
4 or 5 times. Perfect. Okay, cool, guys. So if you are listening, if you're interested in Axies, it's like $90 for a decent team to start. Your ROI should be in 100 days once you obviously play it or outsource the playing. That if you outsource your playing, that would probably double you. So it would be like 200 days, roughly, as long as the market stays as it is. If it goes up, then it'd be quicker. Right. Then Axiland, so a decent piece of land to give you a $200 a month return. It's like 3,600. Right. And then again, if it goes up, then obviously your return will be quicker, but you don't really have to do anything. You just stake it, which is basically putting it into, we call them ISAs. Do you call them ISAs? Like in the savings account with like a better percentage than a normal bank. And then, you leave it there and it comes back. So dumbing it right down, if you invest 3,600, 200 roughly back. If the market goes up, you'll get your return quicker. It'll take you a year roughly to get your ROI back. If the market stays the same, which it never does, it goes up, it goes down, etc. So that's where you're at in terms of your investing. But $200 a month would buy, and now obviously I'm definitely not saying this, but in my head it's like, right, okay, go put 3,600 on a credit card. You'd probably have to pay about $50 a month back. So then by doing that, you're $150 a month in profit.
Right. I mean, it's just obviously there's risk involved in that. There's transfer 100%. Fees and all that. But yeah, I mean, you could essentially do a cash advance, take that money, like you were saying, pay the $50 a month. You can then push it to a no interest credit card for 24 months and then pay like the very, very bare minimum, which is probably like $15. So there's a lot of things that you could do with credit. You just need to know how money flows. So, and then obviously your risk tolerance and all that fun stuff. But the next one would be Nbox, which is a recent game that I just joined. And it was the one we've been talking kind of about in the affiliate section previously. But I think I am at 21 days and I'm out. I think, have 100% of my money back within 40 days total, maybe 55 days total. So just about 2 months, 100% of my profit back, which is not too bad, I think. Obviously, there's high risk, high reward. So it's another basic idle game. All you have to do is kind of increase your hash rate within the game. And that's just by compounding your profits every single day. And then that's pretty much it. So yeah, I think I'm making about $1,800 a month from that game right now.
Okay, so we're at 18. So the return at the moment for you is $1,800 a month.
Right.
What was your investment?
1,200, but I kept compounding my profits, which was another probably 1,200. And so just out of pocket, $1,200.
Okay, so just out of pocket. Now I'm doing a Brandon of the bit. So 1.2 down, getting 1.8 back now because you've compounded a few times, yeah, which has brought the 1. When you put your 1.2 down, how much did you get back originally?
I don't understand the question.
So your fair sort of return, what was your fair sort of return?
The first one I took out about $450. The second one was about 150. The third one was 150. And in about 4 days, I'll have another 150. So I'm about 40, what is it, 53, I think maybe 55% cash on cash return currently in 21 days.
Nice. Okay, cool. In terms of the playing ability, because obviously you spoke about Axie being like a mini Pokemon. In
Right.
terms of playing Mbox, what's the sort of time like, and what you have to do at high level?
So it's an idle game. It's essentially they're trying to build it out where you have a character and you go against bosses and do all these other things that are supposed to be burn mechanics. But at the moment, it's literally just an idle game. Every single day, all I do is compound a little bit of my rewards and then wait till 7 p.m. Central Time, check how much I made, compound the next day, and rinse and repeats. It's not that hard. They are adding other elements to the game where you have to build out minerals, but essentially it's just, it's a very basic game.
Go in, click 2 buttons, and come back out of the day.
Right.
Nice. Okay, cool. So that one sounds pretty good. What's the sort of, you said obviously that was high risk, high return. So what's making it a high risk scenario?
When it collapses. I mean, there's just like, it's that model is not sustainable. So they're adding, I mean, obviously other elements to the game, which could essentially kill the game and being it profitable. It just depends on, a lot of things. So with any play to earn game, the number one thing you want to do is, if it's early enough, compound so you can get a good amount of return. And then from there, start taking profits. I mean, right now, that's what I'm doing, is taking profits to get 100% of my initial investment out. And then I can start compounding my rewards again until I feel that it's about to go downhill, and I'll start taking a bunch of profits and then roll that into the next project. And so that's kind of my strategy. But and that's what I did with My Rich Farm. And that's kind of the last game that I got into. We got into, it's a farming simulation game in a sense. Made a 400% cash on cash return from that game. I put in 1,000 and I got 4,000 out of it. I think within 2 or 3 months. From there, I pretty much took those profits, bought Bitcoin at the bottom, and then took 1,000 of it and invested it into Nbox. And so if I can do that same thing and keep compounding those rewards, it's a nice little return.
So why was My Rich Farm so good with the return? And what do you have to do in My Rich Farm? Is that more playable? Like, do you have to spend some time in it? Have you outsourced the playing on that one?
So with that one, it's similar to Nbox. I got in early before anyone. I compounded my efforts. For the first part of the game, you did have to kind of tend to your farm. But after maybe a month into it, they came out with an auto farmer, which is kind of like what the game is now for my Nbox. and essentially just plays for you. So every 7 days in that game, I just had to log in, take the profits, and then log out, or just go onto the game, take the profits every 7 days, and do nothing. With my Nbox, I actually have to compound my profits every single day. And so that's pretty much the major difference is, one, I had to log in every 7 days and take profits, and one, I have to log in every day and take profits.
Okay, got it. No worries. And obviously, you said you got in early with My Rich Farm. So people who are going to be watching this, probably in like for that, obviously in the time of recording, it's going to be like a month. What, like, getting in now, like right now, like what's the sort of benefits to getting in now?
So My Rich Farm, I would not, I mean, they're coming out with more content, but when I called it within I have a little inner circle for crypto gaming, and pretty much essentially if I told them like I'm getting out at this point, and I was at the high point and did really, really well. I told them when to get in. The same thing with Nbox. I'm telling people when to get in and when to get out. Or it's the same when I'm doing it, not necessarily they have to follow my same rules because they're their own person. But essentially, I said when I'm getting out for these reasons, and it was literally the peak, so it was kind of nice. And I'm doing that same thing with Nbox. I am saying when I'm compounding, how much I'm compounding, and then from there, I'm saying when I'm taking profits, and I've just been telling when I'm taking profits. So would it be benefit to get in now to Nbox? I've already exited My Rich Farm. So I think that, but some people are still making, like Ross has a Supreme farm and he's making like $200 a day. So it really just depends on your, like, not that this is investment advice, but it just depends on what your horizon is that you want to make your money back. If you're okay with a year, then that's totally, if you're in it for the long term, that's totally great. If you are someone who wants a return within 30 days or within 60 days, it might not be the best thing for you. So you just have to figure out what your risk tolerance is and what your like time horizon is that you want to get your ROI out, and then choose if it's the best course for you.
Okay, now obviously you give out a ton of information, and you said like obviously basically you put out these basically live scenarios, like, right, okay, I'm getting in here, I'm doing this, I'm getting out now, these are the reasons why, completely up to you. And obviously that's doing quite well for your inner circle members, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
So, but that's basically to get all this information. So if anyone's listening to this going, oh, fucking hell, I wish I jumped in at Rich Farm when Brandon did. I wish I jumped like in at Nbox when Brandon did. Like, how can they get that information?
Oh man, it's private information.
It's private. So how do they get access to the exclusive information?
They can just message me on Facebook, facebook.com/mytrainerbrandon. You can Brandon Duff or the Boring Passive Income Guy on Facebook or YouTube. So you can get my email, I think, is on there, and contact me. But yeah, I don't really have like a private. I don't have like a sign up link for it. So it's kind of like more exclusivity, I guess. Kind of have to be invited. So.
Okay, got you. So the guys, obviously, there is an opportunity, but the vetting process is obviously via Brandon rather than just a payment link. So if you do want to get access to Brandon's inner circle, you will have to message him. We'll put his link in the show notes, so you can directly message him if you do want to be part of this inner circle that gets all these live updates. But as we said, it's invite only. Brandon's going to be the decider whether you're in or you're out, to make sure you maximize your profits and you enjoy the inner circle to the best of its ability.
Definitely.
Awesome. Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Obviously, for NFTs, me not knowing too much, it's been valuable. So I think it would have been for you guys. And we will see you on the next episode.
Peace.